It's great to be here, and I also would like to take this chance to thank Panama for this amazing climate week and our friends from UNFCCC. I think it's extremely important that we are coming together and discussing the future of climate action. Dear friends, COPs are now approaching a new phase, making implementation and progress the primary focus. As we reach midway through this decade, we know more is needed. We've done a lot, but we know that there is a way to go. We must take this energy, ambition, and good intention and channel it into more effective, streamlined, integrated, and organized climate action agenda. Having just renewed the mandate of the climate high-level champion for another 5 years until 2030 in Baku, now it's the time to learn from 10 years of growth of climate action. Dear friends, Baku was symbolic for a number of decisions. First of all, the climate finance goal, Article 6. Many other decisions were taken in Baku, but one of them was also the mandate of the climate champion that was renewed. And this is a kind of a symbolic thing because we are looking back and we can discuss and we can learn from the lessons. We can see what we've done right and what can we do better. So I would like to speak on a broader sense, if you allow me. I know that when we speak about the global climate action, we mainly envisage the role of the non-state actors. But if you allow me, I would like to speak about a little bit of what I've seen in my experience as high-level champion. And I would like to share how I see the vision for future. Dear friends, climate action is by its nature a very global effort. Just imagine people from different parts of the world are coming together to shift the tide of the climate change. We are attempting something humanity has never tried before, setting universal standards, voluntarily limiting our emissions, and collectively rethinking how we treat our shared environment. Yes, we've altered the course of the rivers. We've built up some dams. We have done so many engineering projects, and this is all wonderful. But there is another thing that we need to do, and this one is the behavior shift. One that must happen everywhere, for everyone, and for all the time. Without global participation, the climate agenda loses its very meaning. Over the past decades, the green agenda has made great strides. Awareness has grown among individuals, companies, governments, and local communities about both the risks and opportunities of the climate change. But the question remains, are we truly united in our action? Have we truly achieved universality? As high-level champion, I was humbled and I had the privilege of seeing so many people from different parts of the world, and their accomplishments are amazing. And yet it's clear that we are at a difficult crossroads. The unpredictability of the international system is holding back the process. We live in a world of uncertainty. We live in a world of trade wars. We live in a world of wars and conflicts and international law that is simply not working sometimes. So this is the reality that we face. And it all stops the progress in the global efforts like COP. Climate action should foster peace, trust, and solidarity, not division. Despite all the global uncertainties and doubts, I believe that it has a great future, simply due to the basic fact that Green Agenda is a global, empathic, and is aimed to the future. It's about empathy, it's about the future vision, and it's about sustainability. While sovereign egoism and wars are the features of the past. So what we need to do, so this is the question of today's session, the future of the global climate action. First of all, we need a global system that deters irresponsible production and consumption. We need a system that is grounded in universal rules, common rules, which will be applicable for all. We need the rules and we need the system that reigns in the powerful and protects the vulnerable people and vulnerable communities. And Azerbaijan, as the COP29 presidency, has placed justice and fairness at the heart of our approach. We have emphasized open dialogue between global north and global south, not just as a diplomatic necessity, but as the very symbol of the world we must build. one with fair system of rights and responsibilities for all. This process must go beyond high-level negotiations. It must engage a broader community stakeholders. That is why we have brought small and medium enterprises, civil society and private sector and individual innovators to the center of COP29 agenda. Because no agreement, no matter how ambitious it is, will succeed unless it has the belief and backing of the peoples it's meant to serve. And now let's see the lessons learned, what we have learned, what I have learned over this course of the time that I've been the high-level champion. First of all, the global climate agenda often falls into moralization and value signaling. But climate action is not ideological thing. It's not about dividing the world into enlightened and unenlightened, right or wrong, educated or uneducated. The green transition is about building consensus across nations, across sectors, and across societies. That means acknowledging concerns and interests, listening with humility, and ensuring that no one is left behind. Second lessons learned is our decisions must be feasible and implementable. We do not always throughoutly calculate economic cases within the global climate agenda. And I've seen that working closely with the private sector people. Private sector wants to see the opportunities. Private sector people, businesses, they need to be incentivized for that. And the incentives are not always there for all kinds of stakeholders, from governments to small businesses. We are proud to have helped deliver a landmark financial commitment of 300 billion. These are inspiring figures, but numbers alone are not enough. One of the greatest risks we face is that how we will make sure that technology, finance is not only going to the wealth side, but it's reaching actually the vulnerable communities. So we need to focus on how we're ensuring that the funding reaches those who need the most. How do we make sure that small island states, African SMEs, innovators in Central Asia, and young talents from across the global south can access it? Lesson 3 that I've learned is that we need technologies. Yes, we do see so many innovative solutions and technologies there, and private sector is doing much better in that. I think that governments need to invest in the technologies. And also because artificial intelligence and digital revolution has a lot of impact, so we need to embrace this. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we will succeed, and we must succeed. Because the future of global climate action depends on all of us together. It depends on solidarity. It depends on mutual, right? So that's why I would like just to take this chance to say that we need to learn from the lessons of the past, and we need to move forward. Thank you very much.